Querix Cloud Portal allows you to deploy Lisha's environment in the cloud. To start working with the service, you need an account. Let's create it. For example, we will use the username demo. After creating an account, let's log into the personal account with our credentials. Once logged in, we will immediately be taken to the home page where we can create or modify the cloud environment. Let's deploy our first Lisha Cloud instance. To do this, we click on the Create Deployment button. We get to the configuration window. There are 4 configuration steps in total. First, let's perform a general configuration and specify the name of our instance, then select a deployment group. It is worth noting that 2 regions are available for creating a deployment: the United Kingdom and the United States of America. Optionally, we will specify the deployment type. Next, you need to select a base image for the instance. It can be Lisha as a service, KMS server for Lisha, as well as an image with a database. If you need a database not listed, please contact support and we will create an instance for you. Next, we can configure the allocated RAM and the number of vCores for the instance, as well as specify the size of the hard disk. For comfortable development, it is recommended to use at least 4 GB of RAM and 2 virtual cores. The next step is to set up the network for our deployment. For our first instance, let's choose pre-generated network number 1, generate a MAC address, and also choose a pre-generated URL. It is worth noting that it is also possible to create your own networks and your URLs. The last configuration step is specifying the passwords that will be used to access our instance through a web browser, and the password for the root user. You can specify your own passwords, or you can use automatically generated ones. After we have filled in all the available fields, we can make a final review of the parameters of our instance. If necessary, we can make changes. When our deployment is completed and the instance is created, it has the configured status. We can use the Run button to start the instance. After the status is started, we can connect to the instance. To do this, copy the password from the instance and click on the link to go to the development environment. Next, let's log into the code server. Once launched, the instance is immediately ready to work. Let's copy the demo project from GitHub. First, copy the link to the project to the clipboard, and then go to the Source Control tab and click the Copy Remote button. In the window that appears, we will paste the copied link to the project. When the download is complete, the code server will offer to open the copied project for us. We will move to the working directory with the demo project. Now clicking on the full project file, we will open the functionality of Lisha Visual Studio Code extension. As you can see, our copied project has expanded on the left. With the help of the FGL Project Explorer, you can interact with Lisha's components and build projects and deploy them. After deployment, you can run the project as a web application or debug it. Let's run our application. As you can see, the application completed successfully. After you have finished working with the instance, you can turn it off on the cloud portal. To do this, press the Stop button. That's all. Thanks for your attention.